So today, we are here for the onboarding session for Brainstack Academy's Content Marketing Fellowship. So the Content Marketing Fellowship is one of the training programs by Brainstack Academy, an online digital marketing school for Africans. And we are here to, like, for the onboarding session, to onboard the first set of students that we have in our academy. So before we proceed, the goal in the message I sent to you previously, the goal for this session is just to understand you. So we would like to know more about you, the students, the participants, and also we also want to share insights into what the content marketing fellowship will be like. What should you expect? What should you hold us accountable for? And what exactly do we expect from you as a student, and how will the program run, and so on and so forth. So that is, and if you have any question as well, you are free to ask those questions. So like that is just the overall goal of this session. So we'll start with understanding you. Just briefly want you to introduce yourself, your journey so far, especially in probably digital marketing or content marketing, and also why you signed up for the content marketing fellowship by Brainstack Academy, and what do you expect from the program. So and anything else you feel that we need to know about you. So that is where we start from. Then after that, we'll now go into the presentation from our end. So I will call on Emmanuel Ajaga to take the floor. So Emmanuel, you can go ahead to briefly introduce yourself and share one or two things about yourself. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening. Can we all hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we
My
can.
name is Emmanuel Ajaga. Yes. Okay. My name is Emmanuel Ajaga. I've actually been following you, sir, from LinkedIn, and I remember I first, bought one of your course, a book like that. It was a good one course like that you created in Google. Is it Google Meet or something like that? With all your books and trainings. So writing has actually been something I've, apart from just the money, it's something that has been my passion for right from my undergraduate days. And all that. And currently, I'm also doing a job as an MTN staff, but I just felt I would love to pursue a career in freelance writing as something to do outside the four walls of a traditional job or so. So I've actually been taking courses on writing. I've taken so many courses on that, and I've taken courses on writing. I took one by one Pastor Blessing or so, where he just taught about the SEO and all of that. But then I just felt that writing as a whole is for some my experience is to me personally from what I've been doing, it's something that I needed to, niche down, go deep and all of that. Then and also Brainstack Academy, and luckily I saw that there was a meeting, a webinar that would be held, and as I followed on, and I felt that this place would be a kind of hand holding, you know, tutorship where I'll be able to get the nitty gritty about content marketing and all of that. So that's just it.
Okay, awesome. So I really appreciate you for sharing those, Emmanuel, and I thank you for that, and glad to hear that you've been following my lessons, my books so far, and I'm also glad to hear that like that was one of the deciding factors for you. So, but one thing I would like you to mention before I call upon the second person is like, what do you actually expect from this program? Like by the end of the program, like what are your expectations?
All right, I actually for me, I see your works on LinkedIn, and I see how you've been able to, be able to help especially startup. Because one of your content message I usually see one key thing I'll pick out is always on emphasis on especially on startups and all of that. But me, I just felt that my expectation should be, having this in depth, you know, expertise on writing something or, offering a value, company clients, you'll be able to deliver something to them above the normal SEO writing and all of that. That's what actually I'm expecting. And secondly, the issue of clients, which has been an issue for me, is something that I'm trusting this program to really help me, give me an eye-opening session so much that the issue of clients, especially high-paying clients, sustainable clients, will no longer be a problem for me. I think that's what I'm also expecting from this.
Okay, awesome. So basically you are looking forward for mentorship and also getting opportunities from your content marketing career. So I really appreciate you for that. And I am glad to hear from you. And hopefully by the time we share what we have in stock for you, you'll be able to like see our
All
plans
right,
for
sir.
this program. So Muhammad Bashir is the next person. So I call upon you to share like just like what Emmanuel has done. So give us more details about yourself, your journey so far in content marketing, what why you signed up for this program, and your expectations like at the end of the program.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Mohammed Bashir Shola, as rightly introduced. And uh, first of all, I'd like to thank the entire hierarchy of Brainstack Academy for putting up something like this. It's an opportunity I look forward to, gaining a lot from. So, and basically, I currently work as a technical officer with School Media Nigeria. It's an education infrastructure company that partners with the Ministry of Education, creating digital tools and content for teachers and students as well. So so far so good. All has been well and been an eye opener. And on the side, I am a writer, and I write on freelance basis and some other petty writings, poems, and what have you. And I came across this course through Malam Abdugeni Shehu, whom I've known for a while, and whom I have also had an opportunity to learn from over the years. It's close, been almost a decade now, close to that, if not up to that, that I have known him. And I have, every time I have had to digest contents from him, it's been not just only inspiring, but been an upskill. I remember I took a course on blogging from him as well. And also when he wrote a book as well, I remember I took those are two major official or formal ways I have learned from him. So, and I see as regards this fellowship, I have had, just like Emmanuel had said also, I've had opportunity to take several courses either on content writing, content, digital marketing, and what have you, SEO optimization. And but the real deal is where I've always had this, the stops has always been, conversion or applicability. So for me, I see this fellowship as an opportunity to walk me through the strategies, to walk me through the path of digital marketing, digital content, digital marketing, and all of what it entails to sail through successfully. So I see this fellowship as an opportunity to walk me through and ensure I also hone whatever potentials I have, or which I already feel I can also add to the skills I currently possess. And just like Emmanuel said, I've also been following Chewu online and even had opportunities to interact with him physically, and he's always been loaded and awe inspiring. So I see this as an opportunity to push me in proving myself or doing better from whatever theoretical knowledge I might have acquired in this line. So I'm very hopeful and look forward to the practical aspects of it. So that will be it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Muhammad Bashir. I really appreciate you for sharing your thoughts and for letting us know like what prompted you to sign up for this program, and also your expectations as a participant in the program. So shortly, my co-founder Sadiq Ajala will be sharing some thoughts with you based on some of the things you have shared. So, but before then, I will just make a brief presentation on why we are here. So, and some of what exactly should you expect from the Content Marketing Fellowship by Brainstack Academy. So let me share my screen now. Okay. Okay. I believe you all can see my screen. So we are here for the onboarding session for the Content Marketing Fellowship by Brainstack Academy. So about Brainstack Academy, you are probably aware, but just a brief reminder. So Brainstack Academy is an online digital marketing school for Africans. Our goal is to help you build a profitable career in digital marketing from the comfort of your home. So like what you are basically doing is to help African youths to build a profitable career in digital marketing anywhere they are from the comfort of their home. And in the next 10 years, our hope is that we'll equip about 100,000 Africans with in-demand digital marketing skills. So now let's talk about the Content Marketing Fellowship for Africans. So what is it about? And what are some of the features that it has that you might probably not find in other programs? So the Content Marketing Fellowship is a 3 month cohort and hands-on practical program that helps you build a profitable career in content marketing. So like is a cohort-based program, and what that means is that it is a live program, not pre-recorded courses. So it's a live program for the next 3 months that will take you. And what we also want it to be is we want it to be practical, a practical program that helps you. The goal is at the end of the day is that by the time you complete this content marketing fellowship, you'll be able to build a profitable career in content marketing. So now our goal with this fellowship is to train the next generation of African content marketers who will compete globally in the $584 billion content marketing industry. So right now, based on statistics available online, the content marketing industry is worth about $584 billion. So, and we believe that there are a lot of talented Africans who have skills in content writing, who have skills in other areas that will be useful in the content marketing industry. So we want to train them, the next generation of African content marketers, such that we can also compete globally in this growing industry. And another thing we also want you to know is that the Content Marketing Fellowship or any program from Brainstack Academy is not just an online course with a bunch of videos you don't understand. So this is also a problem I've struggled with myself. I have quite a lot of courses that I've paid for, pre-recorded courses. So, but the problem is finding the time to actually sit down and watch those courses, or developing that habit, that discipline to sit down and watch those courses. Even though I still try my best, but I've found out based on interaction with a lot of beginners in content marketing or in digital marketing especially, a lot of people have this issue whereby they find it difficult to watch their online courses. So it is, everyone knows. So that is why we are building Brainstack Academy to offer a cohort based program. So whereby we are not just, it's not just an online course with a bunch of videos. It's actually a cohort based training program with mentorship and hands-on practical included. So those are three things. The cohort-based training program whereby the courses are live. So just like we are having this live session, so the courses will be live. Then we also have the mentorship part of it. So whereby you have the ability to ask questions. So not just that you bought a bunch of videos and you are left to figure it out on your own. So you have access to the mentors in the program, and also hands-on practical. So whenever we teach you everything, we try as much as possible to see that you can practicalize it. So not just learning, not just knowing the theoretical aspect of it, but actually knowing the practical aspect of it as well. So now, with all this said, so now you might be wondering, what exactly should you hold us accountable to? Like, what are those things that you will be sure, like by the end of this program, if we are able to do them, then you can say that we fulfilled our promises. But if we are unable to do them, then you can actually say that we promised you something else and didn't deliver on our promises. So, what are those three things that we want you to hold us accountable to? Now, this is the first one. So, the first thing we want you to hold us accountable is that we will teach you the core principles, mental models, best practices, frameworks to become a content marketer. So those are the basic things we teach you, the core principles. So what are the core principles involved in content marketing? What are the mental models? Like what are the strategies, the best practices, the frameworks to become a content marketer? And while doing this, that means we also be sharing with you resources. So because we know that knowledge is not limited to one person, knowledge is not something that they say no one is an island of knowledge. So we believe that we are not island, we are not an island of knowledge. We don't know everything about content marketing. So if there are resources that you need to have access to, we ensure that you have access to those resources, even though they are not from us. Then aside from that, we'll give you access to tools. So we'll teach you how to use those tools that are needed for you to succeed as a content marketer. So I shared an example in one of our live workshops that a lot of content marketers, there's this tool called Google Search Console. A lot of content marketers don't know how to use it. It's not that they've not read about how to use it, but if you give them access to Google Search Console and ask them to actually use it on their own, they won't be able to use it. So one of the things we are doing differently with the content marketing fellowship is to give you access to those tools. So maybe probably we might it might be that okay, you might be working on a website, you might build your own website from scratch, maybe build your own blog, create your own newsletter, or create your own page on LinkedIn and all those things. Like we actually want you to practice, not just to learn. So let's say, for instance, we taught you how to build a newsletter, okay, or maybe how to build an audience on Medium, okay. So what that means is that we'll actually ask you to create your own Medium account and start building it if you don't. And if you already have, we'll see how you can tweak your Medium account to get more better results from it. So another example could be, okay, we taught you that newsletter is one of the ways to repurpose your content as a content marketer. So what that means is that we'll share with you newsletters that you can actually newsletter email marketing platforms that can actually sign up to, and you can start using. Because one thing I've realized is that a lot of content marketers, there are a lot of content marketers out there who have the theoretical knowledge. So but the issue is the practical aspect. And unless you start practicing, you take practicing as something that is very important, you find it difficult to actually know the things that are required for you to succeed as a content marketer. So this is the first thing we promise. You are going to learn from us. We are also going to share resources with you. We are going to show you how to use relevant tools, and also we are going to teach you how to use the tools that that you need to succeed as a content marketer. Then another thing we are going to do, like this is also something we want you to hold us accountable to, is that we'll help you to build the habit of practicing what you've learned. So some days ago, I was interacting with my co-founder, Sadiq, and in one of our discussions, we came to the conclusion that content marketing is not something that you can learn within a 3 months program, or like you can learn it within a 3 months program, but you can't actually call yourself a content marketer just within 3 months after passing through a 3 months program. So it is a long journey, but we are going to help you to build that habit of practicing what you've learned. Because one thing I can assure you is that if you can build the habit of practicing what you've learned, you'll be far above a lot of content marketers out there. So because the issue is that a lot of people know exactly what they really want to do. A lot of people know exactly what they need to succeed. But the problem is that they can't actually put that knowledge they have, they can't put it into practice. So that is another thing we'll be doing differently. We'll help you to build that practice, that habit, whereby you can be practicing what you've learned every day. So be it building the habit of writing every day, be it building the habit of interacting with your customers every time, and be it the habit of figuring out how you can grow in a specific channel. So, but one thing we can assure you is that we'll help you to build that habit such that you can be practicing whatever you learn from us. And finally, this is also something that we hope to do, and we also work towards it. So we'll hopefully match you to internship and job opportunities at the end of the program, where you can earn, learn, and practice. So this is something we hope to do. We have not really, I wouldn't say we have figured it out entirely. So, but we'll see how we can work towards this. So, because the reason is that one of the things that will help you to grow as a content marketer is not just learning and practicing like from us, but working on real projects. So when you start working on real projects, then you can know what if what you've learned is it really, does it really make sense? So because when you start working for people and you now see the challenges, you face challenges and you start executing on them, that's when you can now say, wow, what I've learned, you can actually put them, you can boldly say anywhere that you have practiced exactly what you've learned. So what I'm saying in essence is that having access to internship opportunities, job opportunities, is also one of the things that will help you to grow as a content marketer. And that is also one of the things we are trying to figure out how to do at Brainstack Academy, to help anyone who goes through our training programs, so that they will not just learn, they will not just practice, but they will actually get an opportunity to work on a project whereby they could see the impact of their work in real life. So those are the three things that we want you to hold us accountable to. We'll teach you learning from us, helping you build the habits of practicing what you've learned, and we'll also match you, hopefully, to internship and job opportunities at the end of the program. Then, so what do we expect from you? So, like, this is a two-way relationship. So these are the things we try our best to do. But one thing you also need to understand is that we can't get the best results if our students are not committed as we are. Okay, so that is why we also expect you to do some basic things. And if you could do that, coupled with what we are bringing to the table, we will see the results eventually. So what are the things we expect from you? Not really much. So, but the first one is we want you to show up for the live training, and this is the key, this is key. So, because as I said, recorded classes, of course, we promise that we'll record all our sessions. So even though not for you, not for anything, just for record purposes, we record all our sessions. So, but the real thing we actually want is for you to show up for the live training. So because we know that showing up for the live training is we help you to take the program seriously. Okay, so it will help you to take the program seriously. You will not miss any part of the program. So you won't be in a situation whereby like like the program has gotten to a stage and you are unaware of the particular stage that we are in the program. So we want you to show up for the live training, unless if maybe there's something drastic that happened which will make you not to show up. But aside from that, showing up for the live training is one of the things we actually want from you. Now, the second thing, this is also very, very, very important. We want you to learn in public. So we don't want you to learn in secret. So this is like, I don't know if you are very conversant with Twitter, you'd have seen all these tweets about building in public. So whereby maybe someone is building a company, a startup, so they'll be building it in public. Every day they'll be sharing their journey. Okay, they'll be sharing what they've done. Maybe on this specific day they shipped a product, they reached this specific MRR, monthly revenue, or maybe they got so number of trial users. They'll share it with their followers on LinkedIn probably, but mostly on Twitter. So we want to replicate that. So we want our students to learn in public. So what we mean by learning in public is that we want you to let the whole world know that you are going through a content marketing fellowship or you are going through a content marketing training. So the reason for this is that, number one, it will help you. It will help you in several ways. But the ones I can recollect now is that, one, it will help you to build your writing muscle. Okay, so because writing is the basis, the foundation of everything you'll be doing as a content marketer. So if you can be learning in public every day, you are writing about your journey, what you are learning every day, even if not every day, but most recommended, if you can be doing that every day, to help you a lot to build your writing muscle. So take for instance, you are sharing an update on your WhatsApp status. Even though I won't say WhatsApp status is not really that public. So, but maybe you are sharing your updates on LinkedIn or on Twitter. Yeah, maybe every day you write 100 words or 200 words about what you've learned for that day. By the end of the month, if you are writing 100 words consistently, by the end of the month, that will be about 3,000 words. And by the end of the 3 months program, that will be about 9,000 words. So compare it to someone that didn't write anything whatsoever, and you could actually go higher. You can decide to be writing 200 words per day, 500 words per day, or even 1,000 words per day. Okay, so we want you to learn in public. So this is a core part of the program. So we share how we want you to go about that. Even aside from you learning on your own, like sharing updates with your friends, followers, we also want you to document it. So because doing that on your social media platforms, anything could happen on those platforms, but documenting it on a platform that you actually own, nothing will happen to it in the long run. So we'll share the details of that during the program, but the short of it is that we want you to learn in public. So I was talking about the benefits of learning in public. Number one, it will help you to build your writing muscle. Number two, it will help people to actually see your skill in action. So when you are sharing what you are learning, people will start to trust you. They will start to see you as a, what do they call it, as an authority. Okay, so they will start to see you as an authority in content marketing because you are sharing what you are learning. And mind you, some of the things that you'll be sharing will be mind-blowing to your audience. So a lot of them will not even know it. So they will be surprised that, wow, so this is this actually exists. So maybe you learned about keyword research, how to do keyword research using Google Search Console, for instance, and you just shared it on your on Twitter or LinkedIn. A lot of people there don't know about it. So what that means is that they will start seeing you as an authority, as a content marketer, even though you've actually not completed your content marketing fellowship. And who knows, from there you can start getting people interested in working with you. So we want you to learn in public. So don't learn in silence. We want you to let the whole world know that you've enrolled in a content marketing fellowship. So, and finally, one of the things, even though there are still more, but the third one is that by learning in public, you are also helping Brainstack Academy to grow. Because when you are sharing updates about what you are learning, everyone will be interested. They want to know, where are you actually learning this from? So, and by doing that, you also be contributing to the growth of the company, to the growth of our vision and mission of ensuring that more Africans are equipped the right way in digital marketing. So this is the second thing that we want from you: learn in public. Then the third is that we want you to dedicate time daily to study what you've learned. So every single day, dedicate time to study. Okay, so we'll come to the how the program will run, but every single day dedicate time to learning, even if it is just 30 minutes a day. But I would highly recommend maybe 1 to 2 hours. So go beyond what you've learned. So maybe, for instance, we shared with you how to write an intro, something like that. Maybe one of our lessons was how to write an introduction to a blog post. So aside from what we've learned, we might share resources with you. Go deeper, take your time, analyze some resources, some of those resources, or even look for maybe 5 to 10 blog posts. Rewrite their introduction from scratch. So maybe they've written the introduction. I'm just giving an example. So maybe they've written an introduction. We would take 5 to 10 blog posts. You rewrite the introduction from scratch. You see how what that would do for you. So dedicate time to study what you've learned, not just learn, but dedicate time to study it. Then another thing is, we want you to ask questions when you are confused or unsure. So this is one of the reasons why we made it a live cohort program. So we don't want to just teach and there is no feedback loop. So we want a feedback loop whereby if you teach, if you have any question, you can ask. If it is during the session or maybe outside, you can reach out to us to ask questions if you are confused or unsure. Then the final part, which is similar to what I've just shared in the last 2 slides, is we want you to practice, practice, practice. So not just learn, don't just learn and study, you practice what you've learned. So like the example I gave previously about introductions is a very good example. So just by learning how to write introduction, you take 3 articles introduction, or 5 or 10, you rewrite it. Or maybe you have learned how to write a conclusion, you take it and rewrite it. Or you have learned how to do keyword research, you try to do keyword research from scratch for okay, so I'm sorry about that. So keyword research, you do that and from scratch, and so on and so forth. So that is regarding the things that we expect from you. So now we are running out of time. So how do we plan to run the program? So these days, when does the live classes hold? So the classes we hold twice or thrice in the week, depending on the schedule. So it can be on a Friday, a Saturday, or so. But these are the 3 days that we are planning that the classes we hold: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So maybe we might have a class this week for Friday and Sunday. Another week, maybe Saturday and Sunday, Friday and Saturday, or like depending on the schedule. But these are the 3 days that we are planning for the program to hold: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, between 5 to 6:30 p.m. So, and when will the program end? So based on the current schedule, the fellowship program will end in September 2023, hopefully. So that is based on our schedule. And who are the tutors and mentors? So for now, I personally, I will be teaching you, and I will also be mentoring you. As the COO, Sadiq will also be teaching and mentoring. But hopefully, in the long run, depending on how things play out, we plan to bring on board more tutors and mentors. So maybe someone that is good in a specific aspect of content marketing, we plan to bring them on board. But for now, we'll be the ones teaching um, and mentoring. So, and what exactly will you learn during the program? So, we are currently working on the curriculum. So, by the time it is completed, we will share them with you. And where can you ask questions and probably network with others? So, we'll have dedicated WhatsApp groups. So, we create them for the study for study purposes, whereby you can ask your questions, you can interact and so on. But though eventually we might move beyond WhatsApp, but for now we are starting with WhatsApp. So we'll add you to the relevant groups in the coming days. So I really appreciate you for the time, for listening. And if you have any question, you have the opportunity to ask your question shortly. So before then, I want to bring Sadiq to share insights on, like, with you. I think I mentioned that he'll be sharing some insights with you previously about what how to succeed in the fellowship and other things that he might probably want to share with you. So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate you for listening. Thank you.
Hi guys, thank you so much for being a part of the program, and that was very, very detailed and thoughtful. Thank you very much, Abdulgani, for sharing all of those. So to you guys, Emmanuel and Mohammed Bashir, he has literally said it all. But what is most important is that you guys bring your A games to this, and you guys show up every day, back to back, with full dedication, because that's the only way we can get forward. On LinkedIn, on Twitter, lots of people call themselves, content marketer, they call themselves content writer and whatsoever. But what differentiates a content marketer who is very successful doing the job and a content marketer who only has that profile name on his or WhatsApp or on his or LinkedIn or Twitter, profile, is actually doing the work. And as Abdugani has said, it's this fellowship is going to be detailed, and then we are going to do a lot of work by building in public. So showing up every day, talking about what you've been taught, talking about your after class thoughts. So after the class has been taught, then you going back to your inner chamber, thinking about what is being taught and coming up with your own version of it or what you think regarding that concept, and also coming back on LinkedIn or on Twitter to share that all those steps of building in public will go a long way in helping you guys achieve what you actually want to achieve with this fellowship, which is understanding the basic frameworks, mental models that are being used by top expert content marketers, and then you also being able to put them into use for your own personal brand or for other organizations so that you can, reap any of the profits of content marketing, maybe brand awareness, maybe, revenue generation, etc. So, officially on behalf of, the team at Brainstack Academy, we say welcome to you guys and hope that you guys enjoy the ride with us. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Sadiq, for sharing your thoughts and for the word of encouragement to our students. And I think with that, the next thing on the agenda is questions. So if you have any questions based on what I've shared so far, so you can ask and we'll try to respond to that. But aside from that, if there aren't any questions, so we can officially call it a day. So, but let's see if you have any questions. Okay, Muhammad Bashir, you can go ahead.
I thank you very much. Thanks for the prep and the onboarding session so far. Thanks to Mr. Sadiq as well. Um, my question will border on the building in public. Do we have does Brainstack Academy have social media handles? Do we have handles like on Twitter and LinkedIn where we will do this maybe when we want to share our ideas and all of that? If they are available, so we can follow them and engage whenever we want to share some of this. That was my question.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Of course, as a digital marketing school, so we have to take the lead by showing that we are actually a digital marketing school. So, for all platforms you can think of, we have a profile there. So we have a profile on LinkedIn, we have a LinkedIn page, we have a Twitter page, we have an Instagram handle, we have a page on Facebook, I think we also have a group on Facebook, even though it's not yet active. Then we have a Telegram channel, YouTube. So, like, we are everywhere. So, and I think we also have a profile on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken. So we have like all those channels. So yes, to your question, yes, we have those channels, and we'll share them with you so that you follow us. That is very important. And maybe probably when you are sharing anything about us, you can tag the page. Maybe you are sharing on Twitter, you can tag our page on Twitter so that people can know about it. Or maybe you are sharing on LinkedIn, can tag our page so that people can know that this is what you are referring to. So that is it for that. Thank you, Bashir. So do you have any other question? Okay, Emmanuel, it seems I'm not sure you have a question, or I don't know. So, but if there aren't any further questions, so we can call it a day for today. So this session is recorded, and I will see, we'll upload it on our YouTube channel. So, and I will share it with you, and also I think the slides, I will also share that with you, and we'll also create the WhatsApp group shortly, and you'll be added to it. And if there are any other thing, we'll communicate with you on WhatsApp. So, and that is it for that. And also, yes, maybe you might be wondering, when exactly are we starting? So, initially we ought to start this weekend. So, but maybe probably we have to move that to the upcoming week. But we'll discuss in house, and we'll let you know about that. So, but essentially, once the curriculum is ready, we'll share it with you so that you can have an idea of what to expect at the end of each week. So that is it for that. So once again, on behalf of the team at Brainstack Academy, we welcome you to the Content Marketing Fellowship. So we pray and hope that this fellowship will be beneficial to you, and we pray that we're able to fulfill our promises to you, and you are also able to do your own part to ensure that we get the best results out of these. So, because our students are our best case studies, so we can come online, we can run ads, we can do everything we want to do, but if our students are not successful, that means probably there's something wrong with the program that we are running. So, but we don't want that to happen. And that's why we're also praying and hoping that everyone can put in the work, can do your best to ensure that we get the best from this. So that is it from our end. I really appreciate you for showing up for this onboarding session. And that means that officially you are a content marketing fellow at Brainstack Academy. So we welcome you on board and thank you very much and have a great evening ahead. Bye.
All right, cheers, guys.